that she misled the American people over and over and over again while under federal investigation.
In the absence of the truth, bullcrap prevails. So here come the truth, jokers. Look at what's been going on. All the people are coming out, the dang Walking Dead. You know, the people who don't pay attention to politics until the election cycle comes around. And they get so emotional. They get all into it, and, you know, they pick their sides and they fight against each other, but in reality, they ain't getting nowhere with it. Yeah. So you're falling for the little racist angle. You're fighting each other. You're ripping up the signs. And, oh yeah, let me go to this. This is something here. How is it that this little fake joker right here comes out and endorses Donald Trump? Now, elections are all about perception. So when you see this guy endorsing Donald Trump, you will say, oh, well, Donald Trump is a racist because he's endorsing Donald Trump. But here's the thing. What is KKK? Well, the KKK was created by the Democrats. The KKK still belongs to the Democrats. So this guy right here knows that if he comes out and throws his support behind Donald Trump, it's going to get the reaction of this. That's the only reason why he's coming out and doing that. Lyndon B. Johnson did the same thing in the 1964 election. He made an ad saying that Barry Goldwater was endorsed by the KKK. But how is he going to say that when the KKK is a democratic entity? They are the prop, and I'm talking about the KKK. The Democrats are the most racist party in history, the only party in American history to kill black people because they wanted them to vote Democrat. Lyndon B. Johnson said, I'll have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. When he was talking about N-words, he was talking about black people. And black people, they still vote Democrat.
Civil Rights Act and Democrats, right? Okay, you admit it. You try to camouflage it, but you admit it. Now, you say that that's when they switch. So let me ask you this. We had the Voting Rights Act in 1965 and the Fair Housing Bill in 1968. Let's take the Fair Housing Bill. Did more Republicans or more Democrats proportionally vote for the Fair Housing Bill? Which one?
So, Dinesh, let me try to, again, came out and gave a speech and said, yes, we transitioned into racist, and that was our strategy.
Really?
You to try to deny that is insanity.
Is it really? Let me ask you this.
You think the Democrats are more racist now? By the way, let me give you one piece of context. I got to give you context.
I just want
Dinesh,
to show.
You wrote a book saying that slavery wasn't about race in this country. You wrote a book where you said black people should give white people reparations for liberating them.
No, I did say that slavery in America did not start out in racial terms. The people tried to enslave the American Indians, lots of blacks owned slaves. So this is part of the real complexity of our history. But I noticed that when we're talking, you raised...
Racism was a real mixed bag. I remember all those white folks being owned by black people. See, that That's exactly what I'm going to.
The black slave owners owned black slaves.
On purpose, Dinesh. You do it on purpose. You say, oh, for a while we tried to enslave the Native Americans, so we'll say that slavery wasn't about racism. Do you see how that you're obviously misdirecting people, and you're doing it on purpose? It's not like white people were slaves. The overwhelming majority of slavery was black people enslaved. Why can't you admit the most obvious things? Because you have a political agenda.
No, it's because...
And what you want to do is support Republicans and their current-day racism.
No. I notice that every time I try to pin you down, you try to switch the topic or reframe the vocabulary, okay? Now, hold on. You
said the guy who earlier in the debate said, now let's pivot.
Let me, you mentioned Nixon, right? Nixon's Southern strategy based on open appeals to racism. Let me ask you this. In 1968, who won the Deep South?
So, look, I get it.
You don't know.
No, I get it. No, his whole
do you know?
His whole shtick is, during the transition, when we were trying to...
A lot of experience dealing with men who get off the reservation and the way they behave and how they speak.
And I would caution any of us in this country to talk about anybody being off the reservation. Let us not forget that the colonists of this country stole the land from our Native American brothers and sisters.
The kinds of kids that are called super predators, no conscience, no empathy.
To call your own citizens super predators is pretty harsh. It's just like the term thug or hoodlum.
It's from Mahatma Gandhi. He ran a gas station down in St. Louis for a couple of years.
Hillary Clinton was speaking and she threw in a joke about Gandhi and the stereotype of Indians working in gas stations. Well, she was under a lot of fire for her poor taste, so Senator Clinton had to apologize.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
It's what's wrong with politics today. Hillary Clinton will say anything to get elected. Now she's making false attacks on Barack Obama. The Washington Post says Clinton isn't telling the truth. She championed NAFTA, even though it has cost South Carolina thousands of jobs. And worst of all, it was Hillary Clinton who voted for George Bush's war in Iraq. Hillary Clinton, she'll say anything and change nothing. It's time to turn the page. Paid for by Obama for America.
I'm Barack Obama, candidate for president, and I approve this message.